All right, well, if you're watching this, I'm going to explain to you how to get $1,000 a day on a trading community. One of our clients does it. I will show you his dashboard for proof so you know it's not some, fugazi ass shit. I'm not actually guruing it. I'm showing you proof that, hey, one of our clients do this, and I'm going to tell you exactly how. So I'll get in there right now and I'll show you his dashboard. All right, so we have our client here. I'm not going to say who out of the respect for him and, so y'all aren't pocket watching. But right here, this is December 1st, 1500. For the second, 2600. Wednesday, 1400, rounded up to 15, we can say. Tuesday, 864, a little bit of a lower day. The 5th, 948. The 6th, 420, this is a bit of a lower day. 843, Monday, 3K. The 9th, 1200. The 10th, 1100, and then yesterday the 11th, what was that, 2400, and then I think today's been actually kind of low, 375. So in total, that's $1,000. I'd say even more. That's more than $1,000 on average per day. If we go to our past 7 days, it's almost 10K. So 10K weeks, 1K days, whatever it is. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it right now about everything that this creator does and kind of give you an outlook on, what it is he's doing, what it is he's posting, everything that is getting him to these 1K days on average. The first thing is the daily non-negotiables. I'm going to go through what it is you need to be doing daily, weekly, and then like the non-negotiable shit like that, like this. So to get into the daily non-negotiables, we have daily CTA posts. You need to be doing this every single day. I don't care if you didn't win your trade. I don't care if you don't break even. You need to be posting community wins every single day. And also down here too, not to get too ahead of ourselves, but trade recaps. That's why I say if you won or didn't win, whatever it is. So daily, these CTAs is basically just community wins tied in with your CTA link to whatever your WAP is or school, whatever payment processor you're using. And this could just be member wins, your own time-stamped entries. This is essentially just member wins, your own time-stamped entries. So let's say you got a really good winning trade. You could just show your trade, your trading view with executions, on your profile and say, trade with me here. Testimonials, once again, and then mini case studies. Let's say you post a case study with maybe, your high-ticket student or even someone maybe in your community. It could be like sort of like a testimonial. Post that and then say, this student just bought a car, using my community, join here, whatever it is. And the main reason for this is just so people gain a really good perception of your community. They start associating it with payouts and green days and wins and money and, all the materials, to like all the stuff that day traders want. If they want payouts and your community is associated with payouts, who are they going to go to? You know what I mean? So the next is trade recaps. And this is just so you can build authority, you can build trust so people understand you're an actual trader, you're not some guru. Something to know about the whole trading scene right now is it's pretty untrustworthy. We're kind of in a trust recession simply to the fact that there's so many fakers now inside of, there's so many people inside of this niche now that are fakers. They're just saying that they trade. They're posting fake trades, fake payouts, funded or eval passes, whatever it is, so they can get people into their community just to make money. They're not actually making money off trading. They're making money off of trading communities. And you doing trade recaps, you showing that you understand trading, that just builds authority and it creates more trust and adds trust loops to you. So people know you're not a guru, they know you're not fake. They know you don't blend in with that bad guru mentality like a lot of these fakers have. So once again, why a buyer must believe. You can trade, you can teach, and you can transfer that skill to them because they are going to your community to, get your skills, get your payouts, get your green days, whatever it is, because that's what they want. So the third, daily short form content. And this is just so you're getting new leads every single day. One thing that I go by is if you're not getting leads every single day, then you don't have room to fuck up. And if you don't have room to fuck up, then it's hard to grow your business because you have to mess up with your business in order to grow. So having new leads every single day helps cushion that. Let's say you have a launch. I know this is kind of off topic, but let's say you have a high ticket launch and you completely fuck it up. You only fill 3 spots out of 10 and it just, your brand's kind of down, your momentum's down, you just don't feel that good. Well, you have new leads coming in every single day who have a new perception of you every single day. You have room to fuck up. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So short form content is what gives you those new leads every single day. And this could just be quick lessons, psychology tips, your trade breakdown that you took for the day, what I do differently maybe. An example for me, I took a trade today and I could make a video on it saying, hey, I didn't look at my top down analysis as well as I should have. I didn't see that, pre-market did this and that caused me to go break even on this trade. And this is what I would do differently by looking at my top down analysis a little bit better and seeing what pre-market did a little bit better and basing my bias off of that rather than stuff that hadn't fully happened yet. You know what I mean? So that's just an example of, a clip that you can make for something like that. And then the community one compilations. This could just be a video of you, kind of with a green screen showing a student with a crazy testimonial. Maybe they just bought a car, maybe they just got their first payout, whatever it is. And you need to be posting 1 to 2 shorts a day minimum, 2 a day minimum, I would even say. But what I recommend is 3 to 4 a day. You should be. There's someone like, bro, TJR is posting like fucking 8 reels a day or TikToks a day. That man used to be posting 30 a day. And that's when he was blowing up the most. And it's just because the algorithm, and this is true, like it says right here, it rewards consistency. And then your consistency multiplies your reach. And then you have daily leads coming in and in and in consistently. And keep in mind, everything that I'm giving YouTube, just a reminder, is everything that client that I just showed you doing 1K days consistently. This is his routine, basically. This is his weekly ritual that he does with his own trading community. Then daily free trial CTA integrations. This can kind of tie in to what we said up here, but you want to make sure people are always aware that you have a free trial, because that is the easiest way to get someone to convert to your paid community is through a free trial. If someone can get you want to think about it like this. The closest thing that people can get to your paid community is that free trial. And that's the best way to sell someone. Because if they come into your free trial and they understand, hey, oh shit, this community is really good. This guy actually knows how to trade. He's making money consistently. All of his students are winning. I want to be a part of that. You're going to convert to that, paid community. Because after those 7 days, you're out of it. And you're like, fuck, I want to go back in there. So, these daily CTAs are very important for that. This could be at the end of each short form, your trade recaps, inside your stories, feed posts, inside comments, whatever it is. Just make sure people always know that you have daily, or make sure people always know that you have a free trial available. And one thing I want to say too is, for context, our client is posting these trade recaps inside of his Discord. And then these daily CTA posts are at the end of short forms. They're on his stories. They're at the end of his X tweets. Stuff like that. And I really like, just a quick note, I really like the free Discord trade recaps because that gives another reason for people to go into there rather than you posting them on YouTube, where there's no lead magnet associated with that. If someone joins your free Discord, you can convert them to your paid Discord a whole lot easier than someone who is watching them through YouTube, in my opinion. And then this is the weekly executions, what you should be doing, week to week. And the first one is just long form content. This is kind of a given, and I hope if you're watching this, you're already doing long form content at least once a week. It should be at least 2 to 3 times a week. Because you need content to educate your audience. You need content to deepen the trust with your audience. You need content to deepen the connection with your audience. And that's what long form does. With short form content, you're only doing 30-second clips, maybe a minute-long clips. This could be 10 times that, 10-minute videos, 5-minute videos, 15, 20, whatever it is. This just helps you position yourself as an authority so much better, and it also deepens your connection with your audience. It makes you look more of a teacher, look like, like I said, more of an authority because you're giving them educational content. You're closing the gaps that they have. Let's say that someone is struggling with fair value gaps and then you make a video going over fair value gaps. That video will help bridge that gap that they have. And in turn, it's going to make you look better because you educated them and helped them. And they might even convert to your free trial because of that, just because you helped them out with a free fair value gap video. Because you gave them something that they didn't have prior. They didn't have knowledge on fair value gaps, and now they do because of you. So The second thing is free classes and session streams. I recommend session streams. PM streams do really well if you trade PM session. But if you like don't trade, I'm someone, if I did a free community, I don't trade PM sessions, so I would do free classes. That's why it's up here. But I would, if you're someone who trades PM, I would 100% do PM streams. They work really well and they do really well and people really love them. So these free classes could just be Q&As, kind of back testing sessions, psychology sessions, like I said, PM streams. It could even be Asia streams. You could even do them before you trade. You could do a pre-market call where you go over what you see for the day, and you could do that every single day. But right now I would just stick to this: free class, back testing session, psychology session, live Q&A, PM stream, whatever it is, Asia stream. One, because live sessions, like it says down here, creates more authority, and it gives you that parasocial bond. Because people are actually with you live, they're communicating with you live, they get to know you a little bit better, and it deepens that trust even more. And let's say you hit a banger trade on PM session, or let's say you give away some total sauce on a Q&A or a live back testing or psychology call. People are going to be like, damn, I could be getting this 7 times a week with the free live trade or the live trading. Let me go on his free Discord, or let me go on his free trial, and then boom, they convert. Your free trial is really good. Boom, let me convert to his paid. It's as simple as that. It's just getting people one step closer to your paid offer. Think about it like this. Every single thing that I'm giving you is getting someone one step closer to your paid offer. And then another thing, and I think this is very needed, is weekly discounts. This doesn't have to be an extreme discount, but it could be something like, hey, I'm doing a 10% off sale for the next 10 people that join. That could be like a Friday special or something. Or I'm giving $50 off of my I'm giving $50 off for my Discord, whatever the hell. It's just so you can get urgency and scarcity, and that gets people to act faster, so you're getting more paid people into your community than you would if you didn't do this. Another thing too that you could do is lifetime spots. Maybe post, hey, on the contrary, instead of making shit cheaper, you could go more expensive if your community is really good and people like it and there's a bunch of momentum going. You could say, hey, to celebrate this 2-week win streak that I'm on, I'm gonna give away 2 lifetime spots. Whoever the 2 first that DM me that want it, you get it. Right then and there, you can make $2K off of that. You could sell $1K per lifetime spot and make a quick 2 bands if your community is really that good and people like it. The reasoning for this, for down here, the number one problem is trading offers. They don't have much urgency. Dead community equals dead sales. Scarcity breathes life into this ecosystem, which is true. It just gets that drive going for people. They're like, shit, this is 50% off. I think I should act now. It's like the same thing with prop firm sales. Like Apex is doing a 90% sales. I'm recording this. I'm probably going to go buy some accounts next week to full port on CPI just so I can, get some allocation on Apex. Same thing with Alpha Futures. I'm probably going to buy another account to get max allocation on there just because they're on sale and it's a good sale. So some weekly structure to this, maybe so you can, kind of understand it at a more routine level, is post ETAs. This is daily, Monday through Sunday. I would say Monday or Saturday and Sunday you should do it. I was thinking about that, but I definitely would. And that's just post ETA proof, post trade recap or call out. Obviously, you can't do that on Saturday and Sunday, but that should be, I guess, it's weekly. But you get what I'm saying. I messed that up. I wasn't thinking when I made this. Short form content, yes, Monday through Sunday, you need to be posting at least once to twice a day. Free trial CTAs every day, and then I would reply to DMs and comments. I added this on here just to interact with your community a little bit more. It doesn't necessarily need to be DMs, but comments I for sure would. And then this is the weekly stuff you need to do: 2 to 3 long form uploads, 1 live session, 1 discounted offer, collect and prep proof assets for next week. So that could be getting testimonials or case studies or student interviews with people who you've helped out in your community or in your mentorship, and you can use those for next week, preparing you. And then once again, kind of review your stuff. How did my trial do? Did I retain a lot of people? Did a lot of people churn this week, or did a lot of people stay this week? And then how did your content do? What can you do better? What videos can you make again that you think will pop off? Stuff like that. And then the final thing is just some proof. Why does this work? So one, proof, it pulls people into your world. If you get daily wins and you get hella testimonials, it makes your community, one, look effective, but it makes people see your point of view of your community. It, like I said, pulls them into your world. If you really are getting a lot of wins and a lot of student testimonials, show that to other people so they understand that and they have that perception as well of your community like you do. One, consistency. You're not going to get a lot, like to speak on the lead thing, like I was saying earlier, but also consistency is the number one thing that is going to get you success in your community regardless, because you are always compounding with that consistency. That's the number one thing that makes people go from, 0 to nothing. It's just or from 0 to 100 is consistency. You have to have consistency. Like it says here, you're not competing on skill, you're competing on visibility. And this is true. The more daily content you get out, the more people and the more leads you're going to get. And then CTA density, that just means you're just getting more conversions. The more CTAs you do naturally, the more conversions you're going to get. But don't guerrilla market. Don't spam it. Don't make it something that people don't want to see anymore. Because if you get it to where if you spam enough and people are like, fuck, I don't want to see this guy's CTA anymore, then they're never going to buy. Live teaching, this is just trust building, like I was saying, and then offer needs urgency. This is just so people get into the door and convert quicker. But yeah, that's everything. This was a bit of a longer video, but there was a lot of sauce in this. There was a lot of value in it. So I hope you use this to the best of your ability. If you are interested in meeting us and seeing how we can help out with your community, a little bit one-on-one with our own services, my booking link is below. It's just a coffee chat. That's what I like to call it. It's not a sales call. It's just giving you a look into what we actually do a little bit deeper, and also getting to meet you and see where you're at with your community. So, maybe we can help out and just also get to meet you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to work with you if I don't know you. But yeah, IG's below too if you have any questions. But that's about it. I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm recording this on Friday, and yeah, peace.